Right now, I'm attempting one of Ecuador's many 4,300 meter passes.
It's telling me to go this way, but I can only go this way. I don't know what I'm meant to do here.
The temperatures are cold and the wind is strong up here. It was my first time trying to follow off-road GPX maps on my GPS, and as I was straying off course, I was growing a little concerned. The only thing that made sense was to continue on the main road, leading me deeper and deeper into the remote vastness. Until eventually, I stumbled upon a remote section of road currently under big machine work.
Oh my god. You see how deep that is? Alright, we're gonna ride on this track.
Luckily for me, it hadn't rained in days and the deep track wasn't so muddy, so I was able to squeeze my way through this section with good traction and continue on my journey towards a hidden salt town high in Ecuador's Andes. My name is Mac, and this is my motorbike Mula. Together, we're going on an adventure far away from home.
This is the hardest ride of my life.
From Canada to the bottom of the world, through South America, this is my journey to Ushuaia. Before attempting the pass to Salinas de Guaranda, I was still waking up in Lake Quilotoa, on the western side of Ecuador's Andes.
Alright, it's just about 8 a.m. and it's very windy, it's very cold. This might actually be the highest altitude I've ever started up Mula in. The plan for today is I'm pretty sure we're going to try and make it to Angamarca, which is in the mountains, in the central mountains. And the reason I'm doing that route is because it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful rides through the mountains that will drop me off right at Volcan Chimborazo, which is the highest point. If you summit Chimborazo, it's the highest point on Earth. So that's a pretty cool place to be. But super high altitude, and Mula's been struggling. So we need to get her to Cuenca. We need to get her. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy next few days getting to Baños. We'll take a few days in Baños, I think, to relax a bit, catch up on some work, and then we'll head towards Cuenca from there. But wish me luck on the ride back to the entrance here, because I have no idea what I'm doing. The bike is really struggling this morning. Drive. Yeah.
Kilometers. Turn right on unpaved road.
So Mula and I left Shalala Lodge and began making our descent back to the town of Zumbawa. From there, we filled up one last time before riding into the remote Ecuadorian mountains. Since leaving Colombia, I've been craving to test and challenge myself to get out there and explore more back roads. So today, instead of heading straight to Chimborazo via the fast way, the easy and safe route, we're opting for more adventure and decided to take the beautiful pass crossing directly through the high Andes of Ecuador. The route would climb up to about 4,300 meters in some sections, and we'd become quite remote, but I was promised a beautiful landscape, so that was enough for me. The first section from Zumbawa to Angamarca was quite a relaxed mix of smooth pavement and easy gravel. I took my time, embracing the landscape and sharing the road with alpacas, llamas, sheep, and of course their herders. For me, it was one of those days where the magnitude of this journey really hit me. Like, oh shit man, we're really doing this. We're deep in the Andes now, a place I once dreamed of riding through, and it feels more incredible than I ever imagined it. I was making great time. Before I knew it, I was descending into the small Andean town before noon, stopping to take in the landscape from above before immersing myself through the concrete walls that make up this small town of around 6,000 people. Angamarca may be small, but it's surrounded by some of Ecuador's most dramatic Andean landscape.
Look at that, it's like all the clouds are kind of trapped in this valley here.
Riding through this town and catching a split-second glimpse into the life of these people and how everything moves slower, how everything is just more simple. It's one of the great privileges of overlanding through these places.
This is Nacho, and he told me we can make it to Salinas today, so that's what we're gonna do. Okay, hasta luego, buen día. So we got here to Angamarca before lunch, and even though I haven't eaten anything, I'm not super hungry. It's only maybe 2 hours. Wow, very steep. Very, very steep. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some more progress, I guess.
After realizing it was still so early in the day, and after discussing with a local, he suggested I would have no problem pushing on to Salinas de Guaranda, a town he recommended I visit because it was a beautiful hidden gem close to Chimborazo. So I did what any good traveler should do and took his advice, and began heading another 2 hours through the mountains to get to this so-called beautiful salt town. I rode directly into the clouds before descending into yet another small town. It was from here that I would begin climbing elevation quite quickly, as I watched the last of the farms disappear below me and the wind intensify. It was this section of road that eventually led me to this construction zone. After successfully passing that zone, it wasn't long until we descended back onto pavement. At this point in time, you've seen me riding for about 5 minutes, but the reality is that route took over 7 hours of riding to finally reach Salinas de Guaranda.
Alright, I've come to a crossroads. Luckily there's someone coming at this exact moment. Simiatuk.
Simiatuk, por acá.
Por acá?
Sí.
Ok, bueno, muchas gracias.
Despite the long day, the route was absolutely incredible. I couldn't have asked for a more scenic ride. This is what adventure's all about, riding through the mountains and taking in these landscapes one bend at a time. Mula didn't skip a beat, constantly reminding me that she's got my back, and I made the right choice with this adventure machine. It was just after 4 p.m., and I was finally rewarded with my first look at the town of Salinas.
Oh my goodness, we did it. We made it to Salinas. It was so windy on that ride, I couldn't get any tripod shots, any drone shots, but it was absolutely beautiful. A bit nerve-wracking in some parts, and a very strong wind. But yeah, we made it to Hostel Cachiyacu, which I've seen. There's a sticker wall. A lot of travelers have visited this place. But check it out. This is my hotel room. Right, got a couple beds, a bathroom around the corner, which is not interesting. What's interesting is this amazing view. Check that out. Look at the view from my window. Que chévere. So yeah, it's a cute little town. It's a cute little town. The sun seems to be coming out and I'm starving, so I'm literally just gonna get changed and then try and find some food. Well, check that out. That's pretty amazing.
Perched more than 3,500 meters above sea level, Salinas is unlike any other town in Ecuador. What began as a small community built around ancient salt springs has grown into one of the country's greatest cooperative success stories. When the salt industry declined, the people here didn't leave, they reinvented the town. Today, local cooperatives produce everything from award-winning cheese and chocolate to textiles, helping transform this once isolated village into a model of sustainable community development. but its landscape is what steals the show. Towering canyons carved deep into the Andes surround Salinas, where winding roads cling to sheer cliffs and waterfalls tumble into the valley below. It's one of those places where the journey is every bit as unforgettable as the destination.
So there's been a change of plans today. I've decided, as I usually do, to go with the flow and stay one more day in Salinas de Guaranda, which is where I am right now. Interesting fact about this town, it's actually located at about 11,650 feet, which is actually higher than the city of Cusco in Peru, which is where you can hike Machu Picchu. And surprisingly, I'm not struggling with the altitude at all, which is amazing. I think I've done an incredible job acclimatizing myself since I've gotten to Ecuador, staying a week in Cotacachi, another week in Quito, and now here in the highlands of the Andes. But yeah, this town has so much beautiful nature surrounding it. Today I just hiked above the town and in between these beautiful canyons, there's now this ecological park, and then on the bottom of the town there is this area of like salt rock and some salt water. Yeah, I'm gonna stay one more night here, and then tomorrow we're gonna head to Chimborazo. It's a really nice mental reset. I'm loving all the nature recently. But yeah, that's the update.
Tucked away across the street from my hotel lies a salt mine that's been producing salt for over 1,000 years.
All right, so literally just 30 seconds down the road from where I'm staying, we have the salt mines, which cost $2 to enter and do the loop. And it also has access to the museum at the end, the Virgin Mary statue, and of course, the magnificent salt mines, which is what this town is actually named after. It's called Minas de Sal.
Unlike sea salt, this salt begins as underground brine that naturally bubbles up from the mountain. Workers channel it into shallow pools, where the sun slowly evaporates the water, leaving behind pure salt crystals. For generations, local families depended on these mines, trading salt throughout the Andes long before the Spanish arrived. Today, the mines are smaller than they once were, but they remain a living piece of Ecuador's history and the reason this mountain town exists.
So what I find so cool is at the top of the town you got the canyons and lots of hiking through forests and viewpoints, and then you have the main town, and then below it the river, and then the salt flats, or not the salt flats, the salt mines. Super unique. And then if you keep pushing farther, you just have beautiful Andean landscape in the backdrop. It's amazing.
After visiting the salt mines and getting a quick tour of this town's small museum, I ended the day by checking out the chocolate factory and picking up a few local sweets before earning some much needed rest, because we got a lot more of Ecuador to see, so I hope you're ready. That's all from me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel to see where this journey goes. Until next week, have a great one.